confidence formula, and I'm not moving from that goal until I establish it, because I want to have the character, the integrity to keep it. So that's where I am, and thank you for allowing me to share. And my commitment for next week is to read and write the self-confidence formula every day. Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you. Who would like to share next? If not, I can go ahead and share next. I wasn't on last week, and I also missed the IMA meeting. Was having some health challenges, and so I didn't do anything last week. But I'm still reading in the persistence chapter that uh, reading it every day for 30 days. So I'm, a little behind on that. But I'm reading on page 174 where it says how to develop persistence. And it says there are 4 simple steps which lead to the habit of persistence. They call for no great amount of intelligence or any particular amount of education, but little time and effort. The necessary steps are a definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment, a definite plan expressed in continuous action, a mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences. I want to read that again. A mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions of relatives, friends, and acquaintances. A friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. And I'll stop there, but just that those 4 steps, just focusing on continuously. I think my biggest challenge is a mind tightly closed against all negative and discouraging influences, because people mean well, but they don't always know what exactly is going on, and their good advice can be discouraging sometimes. So you have to keep in mind what your goal, what your specific desire is, and keep focused on that, no matter what anybody says about what your plans or your goals are. So that's what I am doing. I am attempting to do, and so I'm going to get back on track. And because it's the new year, one of my goals is to be more focused and more intentional on my self-care. And so I'm starting again an exercise regimen, and I'm holding myself accountable for that. And I am working on finalizing a proposal for an opportunity that has come up. So I'll continue to work on those things. And thank you for allowing me to share. And I still am, even though I wasn't able to attend the IMA meeting, I'm still going to submit my homework and my other deliverables that I should have. So thank you. And who would like to go next?
I can go. I don't have much to share in the wake of. I am also coming back from the conference, and I think the biggest thing for me is being able to maintain the habit that I developed as a result of setting the goal of writing, journaling, and meditating daily. And it's been a rocky start with returning to school. It was easy to do it over a Christmas break, but returning to school. And so I'm proud to say that I've been able to maintain that habit with the the meditating and the reading the self-confidence formula. I've done every day. I've missed one day of journaling, which was the day that I was at the conference. Um, and I'd like to say my goal for this week is to get back on track with the additional goals of working on my website. Thank you.
Awesome. Are you clear about what you want in your business and or in your life? Are you seeking accountability to stay on track and achieve your goals, especially when it comes to your financials? Will be our guest at the Clarity Mastermind on February 6th. And I'm not sure that these dates are good, but February 6th, 2026, it says 25. It should be 26 at 5 p.m. The month of February, we are diving into the family area of your life. Find the link to join us in the Think and Grow Rich International Mastermind Association Facebook group. Don't miss this opportunity. All right, who would like to go next?
Good morning, Bev. It's Ann. Not sure if you can hear me.
Yes, go
Okay.
right ahead,
Okay.
Ann.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everybody. I usually like to go last, so I'm assuming that there's no one else that would like to share, and we can go ahead and wrap up the call. I want to thank everybody for joining, and also want to thank everybody who was able to join us at the annual meeting for your life, the Think and Grow Rich International Mastermind Association annual meeting for your life that was held in Boca Raton at the Embassy Suites on the 9th and 10th of January. Phenomenal event. I am reading from the Desire Principle. We've started over for the year. And I don't care how many times I read this, I am always inspired by the Barnes story. And they do an Edison story on the History Channel. And for the first time, as I watched it on the History Channel, I was reminded of Edison and his relationship with Barnes. Now, my aha from the reading is in the first principle where it says, and they're talking about Barnes climbed down from the freight train in Orange more than 30 years ago. He may have resembled a tramp, but his thoughts were those of a king. As he made his way from the railroad tracks to Thomas Edison's office, his mind was at work. 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 He saw himself standing in the presence of Edison, and he heard himself asking Edison for an opportunity to carry out one of the consuming obsessions of his life, a burning desire to become the business associate of the great inventor. I'm going to stop there because every time I read this on an annual basis, starting over with this principle of desire and starting over with the story of Barnes, I am personally reminded of the fact that my mind must be at work on my own burning desire. My mind must be at work on my own burning desire. And my burning desire and my obsession, consuming obsession in my life, is the work that we do inside of the Think and Grow Rich International Mastermind Association to impact families and friends to do their own life. In the beginning, when I read this story in 1979, 1980, 81, 82, 83, 84, and so on, it was about Ann McNeill and the money. And then in the 90s, it was about Ann McNeill and the businesses. But as I age and I look back over my life and how God has blessed me with these principles and the principles from the Bible to understand that God would give us the desires of our heart, but we must have a desire of service above self. And so I was brought to tears this weekend when I looked at the number of families, because for 52 weeks on this call, my desire was to encourage all of you, no matter where you were and no matter what your state in life was, to join us for your life in writing. And I cannot thank all of you enough. I mean, the volunteers, if I start naming people, I'm going to get in trouble, but you know who you are. Everybody who helped make that possible. And so my commitment this year, every single week until the end of the year, is to continue to encourage and inspire and to uplift each of you to do your own life by showing up here at this Friday call, showing up on the Saturday mastermind, showing up for your life. Like the first person who spoke, that talked about being excited, going back home and getting other people excited. Just get one person and do your own mastermind group. Use the survey and the information we gave you. Use that every single time you meet with your group. Don't get off the agenda and try to be creative and do something different. This process works, but only if we work it. So that was my aha moment from this reading of the Barnes story. My commitment for next week for the reading is to continue to read through this principle of desire. My commitment for the business was to get 50 people to do 50, create 50 mastermind groups. We hit that goal. My new business goal is to get at least 50 of you to pre-register before the deadline. The deadline is the end of January. That's my new commitment for the business, to get 50 of you to pre-register before the end of this month, because the price jumps up by $100 and we're going to hear from everybody talking about, hey, can I get a discount? Hey, can you extend it? No. So tell them I said no. All right. When they ask you, tell them, you know what, don't ask Amy, that she's going to say no, because every single day she's been asking all of us to pre-register before the deadline ends. You can find the pre-registration link on the internationalmasterminders.com website. It's sitting there. All right. Thank you, Beth, for allowing me to share, and I'll go back on mute. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Think about all the ways you've benefited from this call, this Friday accountability call. Now, who do you know that could use accountability to build momentum in their life? Invite them to join us on the next Friday Accountability Mastermind. Could someone go on mute, please? They can register on Eventbrite under Think and Grow Rich Friday Accountability Mastermind. Let's help others stay on track and achieve their goals as well. All right, who would like to share next? Okay. We are also looking for volunteers to help host the Friday Accountability Call. We'll provide you with clear instructions, training, and a script to make it easy. If you're interested in volunteering, we would love to have you on board.
Good morning. This is Juanita from Boston. Juanita Grant from Boston. I was also present for the meeting last weekend, and it helped me to really restructure some things in my life. I answered all of the questions in the 10 categories and the areas that I did not do well in. I'm working on them all, but I'm making sure that everything is tight and right with the plan. I'm meeting with those who I need to make sure that my family and I are set up in every area. And I am committing to making sure that myself, my two sons, and my daughter will be there next year, so that we could go over everything and all be on the same page, so that we will grow individually and as a family. My commitment for next week is I need to finish up my start working on my report, making sure that it is all set, to make sure that I do my reading, and to write the self-confidence formula and recite it in the morning and before I go to bed. So that is my goal for this week. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Save the date for 2027 Think and Grow Rich Accountability Meeting, which is January 8th and 9th, 2027 at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Boca Raton, Florida. The early bird registration is open until January 31st, 2026. That's just in a couple of weeks. And then the prices are going up, as Ann just said. And you can register at internationalmasterminders.com. Kick off the year early with clarity, connection, and accountability as you reflect on your goals, build your life report, and mastermind with purpose-driven leaders. Don't miss this transformative experience. You can go to the internationalmasterminders.com to register for the event. All right. Would anyone else like to share on this Friday? Okay. Do we have any new callers? If you are a new caller, please introduce yourself and let us know where you're calling from. And also let us know how you heard about the call and what your takeaway from today has been. Any new callers? Okay, hearing none, I'm going to ask Ann if she has any final words.
Bev, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, just want to remind everybody that we are meeting every Tuesday on the Zoom for the volunteers for this organization. And if you would just all check your email, we have sent out and we'll be continuing to send out an email to you if you're interested in volunteering as a part of the internationalmasterminders.com organization. Now, in addition to that, every Tuesday at 8:30, we are still hosting a Q&A session, Q&A, question and answer. If you have any questions about how to start and run your own free family and friends mastermind group. All right. That's it for me, Beverly, and want to continue to ask everybody, please, please, please be sure to register for the early bird registration for 2027. Thank you. And the space is limited. Let me keep saying that because those of you that were there, you know it was tight. And so the registration is going to be on a first come, first serve basis. Thank you.
Okay. And one last announcement. Start your weekend with intention and inspiration by tuning into the Think and Grow Rich Mastermind every Saturday at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time. This live session brings together like-minded individuals committed to applying the timeless principles of Think and Grow Rich to create success in every area of your life, whether you're looking to sharpen your focus, stay accountable, or elevate your mindset. This is the moment. You can watch that live on YouTube at Ann McNeill, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And with that, if there is nothing else, we will close. You guys have a wonderful weekend and please join us in the morning.
Thank you, Deborah.